All right, so just in case a heads up, my mic might sound like dog shit. Apparently on Discord, I cannot get my microphone to sound good without it cutting in and out all over again. So we're just gonna go straight into the video. So apparently there is a huge, massive update coming to Frontlines, and we're gonna go over all of that today. In case I need background footage, I have some footage of me playing a video game, but you guys might not need it today. So jumping straight into it, first we're going to do the Discord stuff since I already have it open, and then we're going to jump into the Twitter posts that I also have open, and I'll get to those later. All right, so, and by the way, all the Twitter stuff is up here, but I'll get to it. So we'll start here. So new characters. I'll pop these out one by one, so I don't need to do some, extra editing that's not necessary. So we have new OG Frontlines versus. So we got some ID sleeve built into arms with team colors. We have 3D texture variants, recolored paste on the faction, mechanics scrim compared to original woolen fabric looks, onyx gem, minimal, I don't know how the fuck you say that name, contour, and visual depth through layers. So there are a lot of new skins and, looks like texture packs. I don't know. Oh, I can move this around. So it looks like new skins and kind of like costumes that we got going on here. New masks. These look kind of creepy, but I'll take what I can get. Then is there more over here? There's new costumes. We got however the fuck you say that name. I don't know how you say that, but main radio, sports jersey over long sleeve and jackets. We got sword ins, contact high impacts, and then a bunch of the descriptions you can call them down here with poncho variants. I really like this one. This poncho, I think that's tough. I don't know. You can tell me in the comments section. I think that's tough. That poncho. Then we got mishmash of gear, which is basically like a mix-up of basically everything. We got soldier, and then kind of like some jerseys under some cargo pants and etc. These are also going to be the independents, and then we also have something called Frontlines Versus, which is on Twitter, I believe. But a few things here. So they have gray Bola Blanca, single tube nods, a collective of various groups, less organized in uniform, sport jerseys and floral tops, jackets, hoodies, jeans, and khakis. So they're giving us a lot more clothing options. I'm hoping that all of these are customizable. I'm hoping it's not just you have 5 options to pick from. I mean, even if it is, these are a good amount of options to start with. I just hope that, we are going to be able to swap out. Like, for example, if I wanted the flower shirt with the poncho, I could put the poncho over the flower shirt, etc. Moving on to we have Unity for Frontlines versus. We have the Molly, I think that's how you say his name. That sounds like a drug. 2 load carrier. We have the Pattern 83. We have the light carriers dual tubes and the rig on top slick plate carrier. Carriers and chest rigs, and then a bunch of more descriptions down here. More uniforms and looks. We have helmet covers. We have full access to combat medicine coupled with INT network focused on mobility and tech. And these ones actually look a lot more nicer to me. I think they look cooler, especially with the goggles. I think this looks more military based, like kind of like Ghost Recon is what I'm getting the feeling of this from. Especially these two. I feel like these are probably the most Ghost Recon out of the 5. This one's nice, and these two, these are pretty good. I think the shades are a nice match, but I do think the fully closed face looks slightly better than the mouth opening. That's just me, though. And then we have new mechanics, new gameplay, and a gameplay video that drops next week. As soon as this game video drops, I am reviewing this. Obviously, I'm like, humbly, I feel like I'm like the godfather of Frontlines videos. So, I'm trying to keep everyone updated as much as I can. But in this photo, you can see some like testing. That's one of the owners. I'm gonna assume this is Maximilian or whoever the hell this is, and then a wall with Maximilian's name on it. So it looks like a nice map. It looks like a boat. I'm assuming this is. It looks yeah. So it's definitely a boat. New maps. The textures look a lot nicer. It looks more not 3D. What's the word for it? It looks more like they added more shaders. So I'm not sure if this means you're gonna need a stronger computer. This is just a heads up to anyone out there. Obviously, if anyone plays on full graphics, like I play on full graphics, for example, I'm not sure if anyone's computer is gonna be not strong enough to handle the new update. However, I just think that, from what it looks like, someone who may not have the strongest computer might need a tiny bit of an upgrade. But then again, it's Roblox. But then again, we see how realistic this game looks. So just be on the lookout for how much power your computer is going to need for this update, because this does look a lot better texture-wise. Moving on, I think this is just like one of the barrels that they have in the new maps. And you can see there's new guns. So that's new for sure. That's never been in the game. I know that scope's in the game. I can't really tell what gun this is from that angle. It's kind of to the side. And then, there's more views of the scopes. We keep going down, and we have, pistol, another map. So this, I don't think this is the boat. It might be, because I think this is water over here. But these are the new skins in live action. So this is what it will look like when you get into the game. And then some guns. I don't know if that's a new gun. One of the owners again. this is what I mean by the shaders. The lights look so much better. It looks like it's realistic lights, the boats, the shades, the walls, the floor, the lights bouncing off into the character's hands. Like, this looks so much better texture-wise. It's phenomenal. This is probably the best image yet besides the first photo. So we can see we have some rumble here. It looks like a broken down building or like a crumbling building. I don't know what that might just be part of the wall, but one of the owners, I'm assuming, is up there, and then more rumble. And this looks, I don't know, it's just something about it looks so good. That's absolutely a new gun. Like, it just looks a lot better. Obviously I don't know everything, but from what I'm seeing, this is going to be probably the biggest update this game has ever had since it's dropped, and I will be covering every single thing in this game when this all drops, including the video before the actual gameplay drops. So I'll be looking at the video. I'll be reviewing it. Obviously, I won't be live streaming it, but there will absolutely be a video for all of this, as much as I can find when this drops next week. Now, if we go on to the Twitter, let's see here. If we go to Twitter, all right, let's see if I got full screen. Okay, so there's 2 tabs I have. So we have this one from Frontline Versus. So #Frontline Versus drops April 20th. This is just the beginning. We look forward to building and evolving the game with you. Stay tuned. So apparently on April 20th, it is April 7th as of right now. I'm probably going to be posting this. I'm going to be posting all of this raw, by the way, because I want everybody to be caught up. There's no need for edits. This is a huge update. So drops April 20th. This is just the beginning. We look forward to building and evolving the game with you. So we have new skins, new maps, new weapons, and new game modes. I'm assuming the only new game mode that I know about right now is Frontlines Versus. I'm not sure if there's going to be more than one game mode. I do not know, so I can't really tell you on that. Some of the comments, waiting for all the videos of how is this game Roblox again. A lot of people were confused. I don't think the game necessarily fell off. I just think it took them a long-ass time, a ridiculously long-ass time, to make this game updated or just do something with the game. It didn't have to be an update this big, but just update the game. Do something with the game. But I don't necessarily think it completely fell off. I do think it did take a little bit of a hit because of how long it's been. But like I said, there will be a trailer for this, and hopefully we'll get to see something with this goddamn game. And then we never forget, new game soon. I'm assuming this is on the different Twitter posts. So this is another image. Wow, look how good this looks, bro. Like, look how good this is. And I know there's going to be a bunch of, like, verified YouTubers that are doing this, too. I'm just, like, a small creator, because my channel got fucking hacked. Whoever hacked my account, fuck you. But you got a lot of, like, it looks good. I hope they, like, at least tell us if somebody can find out where in this, like, whatever world this is in, where does this take place? Because I see a bridge. My first thought was New York, but I don't know if this takes place in New York. I have no idea. They might just made a made-up world. I don't know if they're actually going that far into it. But there's 4 images here. Another angle of inside the boat. Here's another angle from outside the boat. I'm assuming this is to the left of the boat because I'm looking at it from the opposite way. And if we look over here, this is a big city. I'm not sure I can zoom in, but this is a pretty big city. Like, this looks like they put a ton of effort. I'm going to also assume that none of this is accessible. I'm assuming this map, like, if this is the image, including the boat, I'm going to assume the map is the boat. Like, that's my assumption. I'm assuming because of how many floors the boat is. So I'm going to assume the floor is 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4 to 5 floors is my assumption. So I'm going to assume the map is the boat. That's my guess because there's stairs and shit. So I'm going to assume the map is the boat along with the 2 things down here. Maybe you'll be able to, like, ride around the boat, but, like, have a proximity limit so, people can't just outright leave the game. Here's another view, and then this is the final view. This is also inside the boat. This is one of the kitchens with some drawings on the wall, some crates. So we have a huge, like, this looks like this is going to be the biggest update they're ever going to do. So I am extremely excited. This looks like what it probably should have been a long time ago. But obviously in the comments down below, let me know what you guys think about all of this. I am very excited now that I'm seeing all of this. And I definitely want to see the new guns. And I want to see this goddamn boat. Because I want to know what is the boat the map? I want to know. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Obviously, like I said, when this game comes out, when the actual update drops, I'll be back to posting as I usually did. But like I said, shit doesn't happen in this game. So I don't have a reason to post for like a whole month. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.